you had a core group of a dozen performers. You had Tracy Lords, Ginger Lynn, Christy Canyon, Amber Lynn, and a good dozen girls.
Yeah.
That were solid performers working every day. You had 10 solid male performers. Peter North, Tom Byron, Mark Wallace, Ron Jeremy, Dan T. Mann.
Was this post John Holmes? Was he already out of it by then?
I got in late '84, and he was on his way out for the most part.
All right, yeah.
So you had these guys and girls that were working every day. They couldn't find enough talent for the appetite of the consumers. Now that VHS was like, we don't have to go to the Pussycat. I can go to the video store and buy this for $99 or rent it for $8.99 a night. You know what I mean? So damn! The companies were constantly shooting. Every day we'd work. I mean, there was like an 8-month period where I think I worked 29 days out of the month, whether it was magazines, because magazines were huge too.
Well, this week you'll be noticing that we will be doing a little bit more news from the adult industry, because there is a lot going on. Some of it pretty much puts into what's going on in Washington right now. CASA, the age verification laws and stuff like that. And the 2025 project as well, which kind of corresponds into the porn industry. But we want to start this one off. And we've been seeing some of these icons return. One thing about, a lot of the actors and actresses in the porn industry, we see them, they've retired. Some have retired, some have continued to stay in the industry. You have people like Nina Hartley and many others that, still continue to be out there. Recently, we just had a article on Brandy Love. She had an accident in Greece, but she does not want to leave the industry. She says she's working to get back in it. We wish her well to the situation, that hopefully she'll be back in it sooner than later. But there is another adult star, very well known, a very popular adult star, that she's been out there for quite some time, and she's now made a deal with Vixen Media as she returns to the industry. So let's take this from XBiz. Christy Canyon returns in Vixen Media Group debut. Yes, that's right, folks. If you've not heard of Christy Canyon, if you do enjoy the adult film from her era, she is one of the most popular and sexiest that been in the industry itself. That's why her popularity was very big at the time, and she's making it a go at it once again. Let's read into this from XBiz. Christy Canyon has made her comeback debut with Vixen's Media Group alongside Alberto Blanco in the latest release from studio imprint Milfi. The mockumentary-style scene tells a tongue-in-cheek story of a celebrity being interviewed for a fictional Behind the MILF interviews series, where she reveals the highlights of her career and an all-American and successful adult film star, the synopsis reveals. As a modern-day mature woman, Christy insists her wild days as a sex-crazed 18-year-old are behind her until she meets her limo driver, Alberto. He may take the lead behind the wheel, but Christy is in control of his incredible fantasy and takes him for a ride as an experienced woman. See, this is the things that, they just write themselves. They truly write themselves. Canyon enthused about working with VMG. I am absolutely thrilled about making my comeback with Vixen Media Group, she says. working with the amazing team at MilFi was a truly wonderful experience. Everyone's professionalism and passion for their craft is inspiring. A special shout out to my incredible co-star Albert, who was a total sweetheart and a joy to work with. I've got something special in store for my fans coming up, and it'll blow everyone away. You'll be seeing more of classy Christy very soon. And that's good news for the adult industry. With the whole things with OnlyFans and many others, those sites as well, Twitch and others, we've seen a pull away sometimes from the adult industry itself. Veterans like Christy Canyon, Nina Hartley, Brandy Love, and all that brought style, grace, and beauty to the industry. And, some people might agree, some people might disagree. But the thing about it is, that's what attracted people to watch these, is the beauty of the situation. And you may say to yourself, oh, they're taking advantage of the... Remember one thing, and I've said this before, the adult industry does not discriminate. You can find all shapes, sizes, creeds, colors of the whole situation in this industry alone on there, which you don't get, that you want in Hollywood. They say, well, we want this in Hollywood. But, it works better in the adult industry. I can tell you that for a fact. But even in the adult industry, the porn industry is not for everyone. I can tell you that for a fact from experience myself as working in my early days in a production house that handled the adult industry. And the thing is that not there are people that come and go, and all you gotta do is look at the score record for certain actors, actresses that just literally they've done a couple of movies and then that's it. They might have done 1, 2, 3 movies, and you'll never see them again. And then there are those out there, like Mia Kafia, who basically will have been in the industry while it was popular and just didn't like how it ran for her because basically she wanted control of her career, which is not a problem because there are a lot on there. But you have to understand, she even though as popular as she wasn't at the point where she could make those demands. And that's why a lot of people, that's why she pissed off a lot of people in the industry. And, this is where she is now, what she's doing now these days. Because it's, people will say, well, there are people that are prima donnas in this business. And you can't have that. You're going to get it. It's the same thing in Hollywood. You're going to get it, but you got to understand, you got to start at one point and end up in another. And Mia, she wasn't there as of yet. Popular as she was, she's no Christy Canyon. She's no Nina Hartley. She's no Vanessa Del Rio. Remember that situation. Look back at those who have been here, some are gone, that have made a stamp in the adult industry that you remember their names highly. Their film by name. That's the thing. And their videos continue to this day. Look at it. We're 2024. We still hear about Debbie Does Dallas. We still another one called Debbie Does the Dishes. We still hear about Outlaw Ladies and Pandora's Mirror and many other films of that nature. And for those of you who haven't heard those, and you do enjoy the adult films, those are some films you do want to catch. What was it, Harper Valley PTA, I think it was called, another one. There were many, and I tell you, they came by our production house, a lot of these films. And we freaking duplicated so many of them. We made many masters for other distribution centers, and we made copies on VHS. So, and to this day, there are stores out there that still sell these. They still sell these heavily, especially movies with Christy Canyon in it. Christy Canyon was one of the hottest women out there. Besides Tracy Lords, which is another situation on itself, and Tracy being illegal as his way is, but before they found out, hers was selling through the roof. And there's still guys looking for it, which I would not look for her stuff. Unless it's anything above, like, what is it called? I Love Tracy. I think that's the only one that's really legitimate to the situation. Most of the others, One thing, the distributors of her product, they pretty much have erased her from her original movies, like New Wave Hookers and stuff like that. But you know, there are those out there who have it on VHS and they upload it every once in a while. Meanwhile, the sites pull them down as fast as possible. They don't last long because it's literally C-SPAN. But like I said, there are many others like Christy and Nina and all those that have, like I said, they've pushed this industry to where it is today. For Christy to come back on there, and she looks great. She does look great, you know, because these days, MILFs, matures, cougars have been very, very popular. If you look, depending on what zone you are living, and you pull up those Pornhub results, you'll see that MILF has been popular in certain time zones. And why? I can't tell you that, but I'll tell you this. Films like this are being manufactured. Besides the horror ones, the MILF cougar type mature ones are being pushed out as fast as possible, and more companies are being opened up. I think there's like a race between the horror porn versus the mature porn. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts about this. Christy Canyon, one of the sexiest women in the adult industry, to come back and start filming again. You know, after a good period of time. I mean, like I said, she still looks great. So let me know in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, share this video, and hopefully today's the day I've earned your subscription. So until next time, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to check out shopcuticast.com for all our gear, t-shirts, mugs, and all that. We're having a back to school special. Do stay tuned at the end with our message on there to let you know what promo code you need to get an additional 15% off, which is only straight through until September. So until next time, thank you for tuning in, and bye-bye now.
Thanks for watching, commenting, and sharing this video. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe, as this helps the reach of this channel. Finally, as a content viewer, you have the ability to help support this channel, as new internet laws around the world will diminish our reach and affect our sponsors. If you choose to help, there are two ways listed in the description below. The first link will lead you to a pay site where you can make a monetary donation. The second will lead you to our gear shop where you can buy shirts, mugs, and other gear. Discounts will be listed on the site. Once again, thank you for watching and your support.